never know what kind of regulatory restrictions there would be in a China or in India or anywhere like that. That would really be an issue on those kind of things.
Hey, Jim and Richard, I apologize. I have to hop. This is Robbie. I have to hop. But Jim, if you don't mind, Richard and I have a few more questions that maybe he could ask you if you have like an extra 10 or 15 minutes. That's okay.
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
And look,
just
if you're sitting in traffic riding home tonight and you think of something that, oh shoot, why didn't I ask that? I'm not supposed to give you my contact information, but I'm on LinkedIn. I'll be glad to answer it.
Cool. Yeah. No. Listen, Jim, we appreciate that. I want to ask you one question before I go. And then, Richard, if you don't mind, just finishing up with Jim on all the other things that we're focused on. But just like one personal question, what's your, what are you guys up to at Alchemy? Are you guys raising capital or doing anything different? Or, maybe bigger picture question for you personally is like, what do you want to do next in your career?
I'm sorry, are we raising capital? Was that your question?
Yeah. I think that maybe a better way to say it is like, what are you looking to do kind of long term with your career from here? Just because you've been at the forefront of a lot of secular shifts in the music business. So I think how you're thinking about the industry and where you'd like to be long term is a good indication for what somebody who's intelligent would be thinking about the industry. So I just would be curious to hear that from you before I have to jump.
I believe in this whole music business scenario, the people that are in the best space right now are the labels, not the platforms. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you a great example. Just about a year ago, or 11 months ago maybe, Facebook came in and did a license with all of the record companies for their catalogs. They walked in with hundreds of millions of dollars and did the license. The labels didn't have to do anything special for that money. We didn't have to build the distribution mechanism. We didn't have to do a damn thing other than go ahead and license the music that we're already licensing to other people. That's why I think intellectual property is so valuable now. And that's why I think that, I'm sure the reason why, Vivendi is having some of these great valuations. People are talking about, Vivendi, getting to these certain, landmark valuations. I don't think they're there yet because I don't think the Vivendi, the Universal Music profit margins are what they're going to be in 3 or 4 years. I don't think the whole industry's profit margins are what they're going to be in 3 or 4 years, but particularly the three big guys. Their profit margins are much smaller than Concord's, for instance. And one of the reasons is if you look at the financials on a record company, number one, the biggest expense line is personnel, and number two is marketing. Marketing is just a very expensive line item, and particularly for the big guys, because if you have Ariana Grande and she walks in and says, "Okay, here's my new record, let's put it out," you're going to have to spend maybe $1 million on a video. You're going to have to spend probably $400,000 getting it on the radio. The profit margins are just thinner, but they're going to get much better. Here again, it goes back to data, because right now everybody is marketing to everybody. Once we know exactly who an Ariana Grande fan is, and we can reach them with the click of a button, the marketing line is going to go way down in terms of the advertising expenses. That was kind of a roundabout answer. I don't know if I answered your question, but that was
definitely. No, I'm gonna hop, but I'm gonna let you guys continue. But it's really nice to meet you over the phone, and really
Rob.
appreciate your insights.
Thank you.
Yep. Richard, you take it away.